So when I found out I was pregnant, right after my, of course, my appointment with the doctor. Remember in my last video, I told you how I knew I was pregnant. If you've not seen it, go and see it so you can be able to understand where I am coming from, because these videos are going to be continuations. So, right in the doctor's office, remember, I was super excited. I was oh really, I'm so happy that the doctor had to even ask if I had been waiting for a while. I told him no, but because I was ready, there was this excitement I felt the moment I realized I was pregnant, the moment they confirmed I was pregnant. I didn't know how to contain it. Okay, so prior to when I got pregnant, in my head I thought, okay, if the result returns positive, I would go home, tell my family I want to prepare dinner for them, prepare the dinner, but then give them empty plates with the baby things on them, maybe baby shoes, baby stockings, baby cap, anything, those things we see on social media. Yes, I actually wanted to pull that stunt on my family. So I'll watch them open up the plate and then see the baby items and then be like, oh, oh, and then get it. But trust me, I could not contain the excitement. And I'm sure it's not just for me alone. I would believe it is that way for people that are ready actually to get pregnant. There's this excitement that engulfs you, that envelopes you, that excitement is overwhelming. It cannot be contained, to be honest with you. It cannot be contained because you're like, really? I'm about to be somebody's mommy. So I was super excited. So I got home. I was excited. But I told my family, and they said I had malaria because they actually saw me with malaria drugs. The doctor said I had malaria, I get given malaria drug. I went to the room. I still didn't want to tell them. But one part of me was eager to tell my family I was pregnant. So what I did, since I didn't have what I planned in mind, because for me to start placing orders, getting them down and all would have taken a while. How would I be pretending not to be pregnant when I actually know I am, or I was pregnant then? So I thought, okay, if I cannot do it that way, I just need to tell them one way or the other. So I went to the room. I'll be playing the video up here, so be watching. So I went to the room. I picked up a jotter and I started writing, you're going to be a father, you're going to be an aunt. Okay, so luckily for me, my siblings were around that period. My two younger siblings, sisters, were around. So it was actually quite exciting to have them around. So I wrote on a piece of, okay, so I told them, it wasn't even a neat tearing. That's to show you how excited I was and how eager I was to tell them I was pregnant. So I just wrote it down. You're going to be a father, you're going to be an aunt. So they were seated in the parlor, and then I came out of the bedroom. I came and gave it to them. I was just videoing it and giving it to them. And trust me, they were all super excited. We're all super excited about it. And that was how I actually revealed I was pregnant to my family and to my friends. I told them physically, but unfortunately, I could not capture the reaction. My mom, I told her on video call. She reacted happily, but I lost that video. I don't know how I actually did lose that video, but I lost my mom's reaction video and all. But trust me, it was a sweet, sweet, sweet one. And okay, so let me just chip this in. I'm not supposed to, because there will be a video that will talk about it. But to be honest, from the day you realize you are pregnant, a lot of things changes. A lot of ideologies, everything ceases to be about you. It starts to be about the baby. It starts to be about the little creature growing inside of you. See, so when they say the bond, yeah, between a mother and a child cannot be explained, it's true. That bond didn't start the day that the mother actually put to bed. It started right from the day the mother realized she was pregnant. From when they were just mere, okay, I think I'm pregnant, to when I now realized I was pregnant. There was just this love. I still cannot explain it till now. Talking about it, reminiscing on the past, like, I still feel the same level of excitement like the one I had when I found out I was pregnant. And okay, I was about to say pregnancy journey was blah blah blah, blah, but I'm not going to tell you. So if you are still here, it means you're still interested in finding out how my pregnancy journey went. And trust me, I will be giving you certain tips, as I said, that are relevant to other pregnancies. But an important thing you should know about pregnancies are certain symptoms that should not be ignored. All right. So generally, we were made to believe that for a lady to realize she is pregnant, she has to have some symptoms. All right, she has to exhibit some symptoms like being tired, throwing up, fatigue, mood swings, mood changes, and so on. It doesn't always work that way. All right, it doesn't work for everybody. Just like I said, I never had mood swings. I never threw up. I never felt sick before going to the hospital. All I felt was malaria, and I knew I had malaria because I was exposed to a high level of mosquitoes, because I had traveled and returned, and I knew I was exposed to a high level of mosquitoes, so I knew it was malaria. So I didn't fall ill. So you don't necessarily have to fall ill, or you don't necessarily have to have experienced these symptoms for you to be pregnant. You can actually be pregnant and not know. Alright, so that's why most people say, I didn't even know I was pregnant. I was 1 month gone, I was 2 months gone before I knew I was pregnant. It's true. So those things they show us on TV, in movies, that you have to throw up, you'll be sleeping, especially in Nollywood. Please, we can do better in this era. So it doesn't always happen that way. And this is not just about me. I've also had to speak with other women that I met, other pregnant women, and it wasn't like that for everybody. So we need to do better. We shouldn't always make it look like once you start sleeping too much, once you start having mood changes, you're pregnant. No, there is more to it. You can be pregnant and not have those symptoms. If they weren't so, we wouldn't have had people say, I was already 2 months pregnant before I realized I was pregnant. I was already so months old pregnant before I realized I was pregnant. So yes, it is possible not to have those symptoms in your early stage of pregnancy and still be pregnant. So if this is your first time stumbling on this channel, you are in the right place. So please tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever we make a post on this channel. And remember, we are embarking on a journey of my pregnancy journey in 30 days, and this is just day 2 of this series. So if you're still interested in seeing more of this post, please turn on that notification bell, and you can share the video. All right, you might not be the pregnant one, but you might know someone that is pregnant, so do well to always share videos that resonate with you, especially when they are posted on this channel. Remember, it's your girl Nan Clean, and this is where we keep it real. We give it to you unfiltered. We tell you our truths as they are. See you in my next video. Bye bye.